We are 5 episodes in and Goku has finally turned Super Saiyan. Yo, what up guys, it's your boy SonTJ here to talk about Dragon Ball Daima episode 5. This might be a short video because the last one I was able to talk a little bit more because like more of a bulk of like 3 episodes, but this was just one individual episode. But let's just kind of give like a quick summary of what went down and just kind of talk about the highlights that I care about. My overall score of like how the animation is done, how the story is progressing and the pacing, because it's kind of hard to judge this stuff when you're watching it episode per episode. I remember literally watching Dragon Ball Super's runtime throughout 2016 to 2018 and feeling like some episodes was kind of slow, but then rewatching it later on with the full context in mind, the pacing was pretty good. But let me know in the comment section down below. Do you like this episode? Did you and also later on when you fully watch the video, make sure to like button if you like the review. Anyway, let's talk about it. So we learned that the little girl, his name is Panzi. Now, in American culture, that is taken all types of ways. That can be considered like an insult and stuff, but in this context, her name is like Pan with a Z next to it. So, and she kind of fulfills like the gag in most animes where she looks like a child, but she's 84 years old. But technically, she is a child because in the demon realm, a natural lifespan is 1,000 years old. And we learned in the last episode that if you don't have enough coin for the Demon King, at least with Goma as the Demon King, you have to give up 9 years of your life per coin, which is crazy. When I tell you how many humans would be evaporated if it was in the human realm. But we kind of get a lot of character progression with Panzi. We learn later on that she's actually a princess, but she didn't want to really share that information with Shin, Glorio, and Goku. Goku, I don't know, like, it's weird, right? Because Goku seems like every time he's turned to a kid, he gets a lot more rude than he naturally is as an adult. Like, it's so weird. Like, of course, he's still the adult in a kid's body, but I feel like when they have him turn into a kid, they naturally make him act a little bit more kiddish. And another thing that I want to talk about in terms of like the whole GT and Daima comparison, I like that this Goku, for obvious reasons, right? This is canon to Super, canon to into Z, all those things like that. He's going to turn back into an adult. But one of my friends, Shane, even commented that he liked that this Goku actually wants to become an adult again, which I remember in GT that Goku was totally fine being a kid. That was another reason that bothered me. So shouts out to Daima, Goku actually want to become an adult again. So just to add a little bit of trivia into this recording and some more information I forgot to put in the original recording, I recently appeared in a Gub's video talking about Super Saiyan 4. I think his first Dragon Ball video that I've ever seen on this channel. And who appeared in the video who didn't like the decision to turn Goku into a kid, and I talked about it in this review? Yes, I appear in the video, which is hilarious to say the least. But go check out this video if you're a big fan of Super Saiyan 4. I even did a video talking about the things I like about Dragon Ball GT, which includes Super Saiyan 4. But again, it's funny that the negative parts kind of appear in the video, but he didn't say anything bad about me. It's just very funny. And the thing I forgot to mention in the review is there's a character who looks like Mr. Popo who was practicing ballet before he got interrupted by Panzi's dad, and he tells this character to go to Universe 7 and get pretty much Bulma, Piccolo, and Vegeta, which eventually they're going to come by. And he's going to figure out a way to kind of get them in, despite them not knowing the pin number to get past all like the little multiverse hopping stuff. And one thing I want to talk about as well is that when Goku's fighting like the different henchmen for Panzi's like kingdom, he does like this like little spin kick thing that reminds me of Eddie Gordo from like Tekken. So, hey you, are you a fan of anime, gaming, comics, and geek culture? Check out SonTJMerchStore.com for original and unique art inspired by those genres with channel inside jokes. That got you breathing? Shirts, hoodies, stickers, pants, and more are all there. Each purchase helps support me and my dream to make this a full-time career. Now back to the video. For his wife and children that's later on mentioned in this episode. And we even get more information where Goku is very normally saying like, oh yeah, my secondary name is Kakarot. So we heard that back in Dragon Ball Super Broly, you know, when he's telling Broly, also you can also call me Kakarot, which even before that he's comfortable calling himself Kakarot, which Goku is making fun of Panzi's name, saying that that's a weird name, and Panzi makes fun of both Goku and Kakarot as their names. Shin is like very secretive of his like lineage, and even Panzi mentions that his younger brother is working with the evil Goma, things like that. And Glorio is not too open about any of this. He don't want this girl to be around, and he even thinks that she's not going to be let into the building until later on we get confirmation that she's the daughter of the king there. And we get like a little cutoff where Dende is at, and Dende is getting read a bedtime story. It seems like Gloma, am I saying his name correctly? I think I'm saying his name correctly, but Gloma seems like he has like alternative motives on why he wants Dende to be asleep. Oh, Goma, there we go. I've been saying Gloma. I feel like Goku, where he can never say Glorio correctly. He's saying Glorio. But yeah, we get confirmation that, you know, like she's the princess and she's the daughter to the king there at the building, and he wants Goma to be gone so he can become the next Demon King. But he's very skeptical of like these kids showing up shitting Goku, and he like, unless like someone who's strong to beat Majin Buu, we really have no chance, and aka Goku, who's able to beat Majin Buu, right? And he's gotten stronger since then, being able to surpass Ultimate Gohan by this point. And we want more confirmation of like, well, is he strong enough to face that? But even before then, we get a little gag of like the king wants Panzi to marry Goku, but Goku even says like, look, man, I'm a grown ass man. I'm married. I got kids. In a couple more years, he's gonna be a granddad pretty soon. So that's funny, man. And they're saying like, oh well, can you even beat like the Demon Realm Dragon Balls, because like they haven't been gathered ever. But I think the story is pretty much telling you that these 3 Dragon Ball like protectors are all around the level of Buu, or probably stronger than Buu. And you can go into your battle of Kid Buu strength, Buu on strength, whatever. I think there's going to be a composite of like how strong Buu is. But we finally get to see Goku fight without the power pole, and he kind of goes into his like more iconic stance. You know what he does, like the finger where it looks like it's hard to describe this when you're communicating instead of being on camera, but you know his classic stance where he puts the fist behind his back and he puts the other fingers up where it looks like he's like making like a F letter pretty much. And you could tell with this episode, it wasn't really that like animation heavy in terms of the action. Of course, there was a few shots here and there, but there was a lot of cutaways of like just big like explosions of Goku dominating, and then he kind of like stunts by just going Super Saiyan just because. But it's very short. You can definitely tell they're saving like Super Saiyan for the protectors of the Dragon Balls. This is my prediction. I think Goku's gonna go Super Saiyan 1 for the first one, Super Saiyan 2 for the second one, Super Saiyan 3 for the third one, and then when it's time to fight Goma, which I think Goma or the other, like the younger brother to Shin, they're probably not gonna be a pushover, and that's by the time that we're gonna get maybe Goku and Vegeta like in Piccolo fighting, because they're all gonna come in and fight, or maybe they might fight against the other like Dragon Ball protectors. But I think eventually we're gonna get adult Goku and adult Vegeta and everything like that, and then we might get a fusion or might get a mini fusion, who knows. But before we even get to that point, that me my predicting, Panzi kind of decides that she's going to join anyway after Goku confirms that he's strong enough, and he says that he's going to protect her. So we get a little bond between the two, like a little knuckle bump. But of course, in like kind of like a Bulma gag, really, where instantly after bringing all her luggage, the plane goes down, which I'm hoping that it doesn't really kill the pacing, really, because like we've been kind of doing this whole like it's going to take multiple days to get there here and there. But again, adventure episode. Don't really rush things, and so far the episodes look great, so I'm not really trying to rush things too much, but hopefully like the gags don't overpower the pacing. But that's how we end the episode. And for the episode preview, it looks like the animation is going to get a big bump, because I can tell by the art style where we're seeing Glorio versus Goku that is going to be a pretty big fight, and we see like this bull-like creature in the way, and Goku's just pretty much going to teach Glorio how to fight. And even Shin tells Goku that Glorio has alternative motives, but Goku doesn't really seem that concerned. So we're gonna see if Goku's being naive, or he's always known, but he's kind of prepared if Glorio pulls something, right? So we'll see with that. And it seems like the Demon Realm as a whole doesn't know anything about training, because every time Goku mentions that he knows how to fly, he knows how to do all this stuff thanks to training, they don't know that. So is it just like an Earth thing to train, because Frieza don't know anything about training? The Demon Realm doesn't know anything about training, so it doesn't really seem like that's a thing outside of like the humans, like on planet Earth, or like on planet Namek, or like with the God Destructions and Angels. Like it only seems like training is a thing with those type of people. But demons, like the Frieza rays, I usually be called like frost demons in Dragon Ball Online, but yeah, it seems like training is just not a big deal for them. So. But yeah, man, I think this episode is pretty chill. Like, we got like a little shine of Super Saiyan, but they're definitely saving Super Saiyan for the bigger fights. But yeah, I'll give this episode a decent to strong 7 out of 10, aka on my needle drop type shit. But let me know in the comment section down below, man. Do you think that Goku's gonna use Super Saiyan, like he's gonna use the forms like based off like how strong the Dragon Balls are? Like for the 3-star ball, it's gonna be Super Saiyan 3. I'm really excited to see how they do Super Saiyan 3 in this. Like, is it gonna be like heavily nerfed like they did in GT, where he can barely hold it because of his kid body, even though we have literally Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks? Or you think they're gonna just have him like just go all out? But yeah, that's it for me, man. More videos gonna be coming out soon, man. Just been really busy. I got like a backlog of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero videos I need to upload, so I'm gonna get those out on the second channel. So if you don't know, I have SonTJ TV as my gaming channel. Maybe in the future I might bring back gaming on this channel. Who knows? But that's where the gaming stuff is gonna be. So please sure to make sure to hit subscribe and share that. And yet again, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you like this review, make sure that like button. It gives me recommend the algorithm. So yeah, SonTJ, peace. Love you all.